Okay. Uh, Good morning, students. In previous lecture, we have seen about absolute pressure, gauge pressure. These are. Now, in this lecture, we will see about measurement. How we have to measure. Means, if you see in previous lecture, still now, if you see, normal one container will be there. In that, we will have some one object. It is at rest. At rest, we have seen some pressure. Now, if there is some movement, then how we have to find? We will see in this lecture now. Okay. First of all, we are having different types of pressure measuring devices. Those are many techniques have been developed for measurement of pressure. Okay, means different types of techniques are there to find the pressure. In some cases, we may calculate pressure how much will be by the equipment these are. Okay, but in this fluid mechanics, it is not possible. Here we have to make the use of manometers. What we have to use here? We have to use manometer. Instrument used to measure pressure are called pressure gauges. Okay, here whatever instruments we are using, that name is nothing but here pressure gauges. Okay, now measuring of fluid pressure may be broadly classified under following types. Generally we will consider in two types, that is one is manometers and another one is mechanical gauges. Okay, but in our syllabus, if you see, as per our fluid mechanics 1, and as per our civil department, we are having syllabus only manometers. Mechanical gauges, just we have to know what is mechanical gauges. Okay, just introduction is enough, but main part it is important here for us is manometers. What are manometers? These are pressure measuring devices which are based on principle of balancing column of liquid. Means what is happening here? For suppose, see here, uh, here there is one test tube. Okay, and here also one test tube is there. Okay, and it is joining with u tube manometer. Means in the direction of u. Okay, now for suppose, up to here we are having liquid, either liquid you can say, mercury you can say, whatever it is, available liquid for us. Okay, and this is my left hand side and this is my right hand side. Okay, now if you see here, the use of manometer here is, we have to find the distance from here to here. We have to find the distance from here to here, that is h. That is nothing but here h. Means what is this distance? Difference of manometer we can say here. That is nothing but difference of manometer. For suppose, both are at same level, means here also liquid is having at same level. Means for suppose, see here now, in right hand side also, one second, in right hand side also we are having liquid up to here. Then what will be the value of h? That is 0. Means like that, if there is difference, we have to find out that one. Okay, by comparing with one column to another collimator, another manometer we can say. Okay, now here we are having two types. One is simple manometer and another one is differential manometer. In simple manometer, we are having again types, that is piezometer, U-tube manometer, single column manometer. And in single column manometer, again we are having two types, that is vertical single column manometer and inclined single column manometer. Column is single column is like this, just like test tube you can say. It is just like test tube. And in differential manometer we are having two types, that is U-tube differential manometer and inverted U-tube differential manometer. In examination, means in our as per Mumbai University syllabus and everything, we will have a definite sum on U-tube differential manometer. Means in this differential manometer, whatever it is there, it may be U-tube or inverted U-tube or U-tube manometer. Okay, both are having some difference. Okay, one is a simple manometer and differential manometer, U-tube manometer, U-tube differential manometer. But I am saying that one, that there is a compulsory numerical on our manometer numericals. Okay, whatever his wish he will do, whether he may give his own question, or generally if you see still now he is following our Bansal textbook, he will give one numerical in our Bansal textbook itself. Okay, now one more it is there, that is barometer. Okay, an instrument for measuring local atmospheric pressure. Means here, what is here it is there, means here an instrument for measuring local atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? Means for our surrounding how much pressure it is there, that is called atmospheric pressure. Here what we have to take, uh, take one glass tube, okay, and the height should be at least 84 centimeter. Choose at one end with an open mercury filled reservoir at the base. Means here what we have to take one glass tube, and height should be 84 centimeter, and one end should be open, okay, one end should be closed, okay, and with open mercury filled with reservoir at the base. Means what it is, for suppose this is my reservoir, okay, test tube should be like this, test tube should be like this, okay. Means here one end is open and one end is closed. If I am inserting this test tube in this container, what is happening, mercury is coming inside. See here, this is the structure, okay. Now the weight of the mercury creates a vacuum the top of the tube. Means here how much weight it is there, means for suppose mercury is coming up to here, okay, and above that one how much here it is there, this is called vacuum pressure, this is called vacuum pressure, okay. Mercury in the tube adjusts until the weight of the mercury column balances atmospheric force exerted on the reservoir. Means here what we have to do, we have to adjust some mercury level. Means for suppose if it is coming up to here, okay, exactly it should stand, this test tube how much it is there, it should be steadily, there should not be any movement. Still that we have to adjust our mercury, okay. For suppose if mercury level is increasing, means what will happen, the weight of the test tube will be increased, like that. The entire process is called here barometer, okay. Now piezometer, which is as per our syllabus, okay. A piezometer is a simplest form of manometer. It measures gauge pressure only. Means here if you see here, here there is a pipe, okay. To this pipe I am inserting piezometer, to this pipe I am inserting piezometer, or take like this. Here A is nothing but here one water tank, okay. To this water tank I am applying the one piezometer tube, like a small pipe I am inserting here. The pressure at any point in the liquid indicates by height of the liquid. For suppose if I am releasing this water tank, means if I am releasing, means what will happen here, something pressure will add, okay. Due to that pressure what will happen, water will come outside, water will come outside, and at some height it will be stopped. Why? Because lack of water it is there, okay. Lack of water means for suppose if sufficient water is there, what will happen, at some location it will be stopped, like that, okay. Now the height of the liquid tube above that point, which can read only calibrated scale on the glass tube. Means what we have to do now, for suppose this is my center axis line, from here to here height I have to calculate here. The pressure at point A is given by, that is P is equal to what we are having, rho is nothing but here density of liquid, z is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, and height. So what will be the pressure at A, pressure at A is nothing but rho g h. Generally if you see in our previous sum, what we have taken, P is equal to rho g z, but here formula will be changed to h, okay. Now if I want to find out the height, what will be the formula, P is equal to, sorry, h is equal to P divided by rho g. Here rho g is nothing but weight of the liquid, that is W into h. Now now we will see the some properties of our manometer, okay. Like piezometer, it has a tube in which fluid liquid can rise freely. The height of the liquid tube will have the value of pressure, means the overall height will be there, and we will have here measuring fluid. Measuring means like small scale it will be insert here. What will happen, some small scale will be there beside of this one, we will have one small scale, and based on that scale we can check the height. Generally that scale will be in mm, that scale will be in mm. Its diameter is kept at least 12 mm in order to reduce the error. Generally the piezometer diameter is, means the diameter of piezometer is generally we will keep as 12 mm, okay. So what is the formula for piezometer, P is equal to rho into g into h. The rho is nothing but density of liquid, g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, and h is nothing but height of the liquid, okay. Now U-tube manometer, which is important here now. Now how we will see U-tube manometer, it consists of one. Now again see here what is happening, almost same. Here how it is there, only single pipe here it is there, but here small changes will be there. The inside pipe will be like this, it will go downwards, okay, and it will form in a YouTube shape, and it will go top side similarly, okay, it will go top side. Now if you see H1 means this left hand side we will take as H1 and right hand side we will take as H2. Where we have to take, we have to decide one axis line, okay, this is my axis line AA. Above AA is nothing but our height of the liquid value, and we should not consider this both, we should not consider this bottom line, okay. Now if you see here, two types I am having. In first type, what it is there, liquid is above the axis. If you see here, if you see in this pipe, liquid how it is there, it is coming above axis, but if you see up to AA only it is coming. So then how I have to take here, from here to here it is H1 and this is H2. Now if you see here, here also two types of liquid is there. What are the types? Here if you see, water it is there, like liquid it is there, and if you see the thickness is somehow larger, means this one I am considering as heavy liquid, okay, and this one I am considering as standard liquid, okay. Standard liquid is nothing but water, heavy liquid is nothing but mercury. How we have to take this one, above the what is the specific gravity of water? Specific gravity of water is 1. If the value of if it is greater than 1, then we can say as heavy liquid, okay. Now see here, it consists of glass tube bent in a U shape. It is bent in U shape. One end is which connected to a point at which pressure is to be measured, means here to this point I am connecting. Why? We have to calculate the pressure here, and other end remains open to the atmospheric as shown in figure. Means here if you see, the pressure will be atmospheric pressure, means surrounding how much pressure it is there, that much pressure will be there in the right hand side, okay. Now for gauge pressure, let B is the point at which pressure to be measured, whose value is P. Where is B? Here. This tank name I am taking as B, this point, okay. The datum line AA means axis line, you can say. Above the datum line we have to consider here the value. Now H1 is equal to, see here, H1 is equal to height of light liquid above the datum line, means light liquid is H1 and H2 is nothing but heavy liquid. Light liquid means you can say, let us take light liquid as water and heavy liquid as mercury. S1 is equal to specific gravity of liquid, that is light liquid, that is density of light liquid is equal to 1000 into S1. Here light liquid not only water, here we can take some oil also, because oil will also have specific gravity as 0.9 something. Generally heavy liquid we will consider as mercury, because the value of specific gravity is almost 13.6, and S2 is equal to specific gravity of heavy liquid and ρ2 is equal to density of heavy liquid, that is what is our formula, 1000 into S1, 1000 into S2. Now here as the pressure is same for the horizontal surface, hence pressure above the datum line AA is in the left column and the right column U2 manometer should be same. Means what he is saying here, it is if I am seeing left hand side should be equal to right hand side, means this is my left hand side and this is my right hand side, both should be equal, he is saying that one, because if it is equal only our water pressure will be constant, okay. Now pressure above AA in left column, pressure above AA in left column means this is one, okay, above the AA. What here it is there, one something pressure is there here. Here for suppose if there is small circle and point if it is there, then there is some pressure, that is P plus ρ1 into G1 into H1. See this image, above the liquid, heavy liquid, that is P, this value is P, PB you can take, P plus rho is nothing but density of liquid, G is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, and H is nothing but H1, okay. Now pressure above AA in right column, in right column means this one, again same. Here if you see here, there won't be any pressure. Why? Here is there any point like B or A? Nothing point is there, so it is freely because it is atmospheric pressure, that is ρ2 into G into H2. Now hence what we have to do, we have to equate both equations, that is left column is equal to right column, that is P plus rho 1 G H1 is equal to P2 plus rho 2 plus G2 G H2. Now if I want, what is our ultimate target? Pressure, that is P is equal to rho 2 G H2 minus rho 1 into G into H1. Make it as equation number 1 or 2.7, whatever it is. Now for vacuum pressure, for the measuring vacuum pressure, the level of heavy liquid in manometer will be as shown in 2.9 bar. Means this is our gauge pressure and this is our vacuum pressure, because why? Here there is no any liquid here. If it is no liquid, then we can say it as vacuum pressure. Now for see, what will be the left column here? P plus rho 1 G H1 minus rho 2 G H2. See here whether it is same or not. See here, pressure above AA in left column. In left column, what is there? P plus rho 1 G H1 rho 2 G H2. Okay, that is a value here. And pressure head in right column, is there any liquid here? No liquid is there here, so we will take it as 0. Now what will be the final step? We have to find out the value of pressure P, that is P is equal to minus of rho 2 G H2 plus rho 1 G H1. Okay, both heavy liquid and small liquid we have taken. Means if for suppose liquid is there in both sides, this will be the formula. If for suppose liquid is only one side, this will be the formula. Okay, now let us see one numerical, that is the right limb of a simple U-tube manometer containing mercury is open to the atmosphere, while the left limb is connected to a pipe in which fluid having specific gravity 0.9. What he is saying? 0.9. And in right limb, means in this right limb, what he is saying? U-tube manometer containing mercury. What he is saying? Mercury. In previous step, what I said, light liquid is nothing but water, but here he has given that liquid as oil, specific gravity of oil. Okay, the center of the pipe is 12 centimeter. Okay, overall center of pipe means from here to here, that is 12 centimeter below the level of mercury, below the level of mercury in the right limb. Okay, that is, now find the pressure in the pipe. The difference of mercury level in two limbs is 20 centimeter. Difference means from here to here. Okay, this is my diagram. Now specific gravity of fluid S1 is equal to 0.9. Now if I want to find the density, what will be the formula? Rho 1 is equal to S1 into 1000. What is the specific gravity of fluid? That is 0.9 into 1000, that is 900 kg per meter cube. Now specific gravity of mercury S2 is equal to 13.6. Similarly density I am finding here 13.6 into 1000 kg per meter cube. Now difference of mercury level H2, that is equal to 20 centimeter. Overall distance, how much here it is there? That is 20 centimeter. That is equal to 0.2 meter. Now height of the liquid from AA, means height of the liquid from AA, from here to here, how much here it is there? That is nothing but 20 minus 12, that is equal to 8 centimeter. Now if I am converting into meter, 0.08 meter. Now equating the pressure above AA, we get, means pressure AA, what is there here? P plus rho 1 G H1, because which type of liquid here it is there? Oil it is there. That is equal to, in this side, what type of liquid is there? Rho 2 G H2. Now if you see this diagram, means see here now, this diagram and this diagram, both are same or not? Only here measurements are different. Okay, generally here we can take PA, you can take PB, you can take whatever it is. Okay, now here we have to find pressure P, that is P plus, what is the value of rho 1? 900 into G value how much? 9.81 into H1 0.08, that is equal to rho 2 value how much? 13.6 into 1000 into 9.81 into 0.2. Why? What is the specific gravity of mercury? Specific gravity of mercury is 13.6, that is our standard value. And one more thing I want to say to all of you, in examination he won't give specific gravity of mercury. He will say that there is a liquid, the liquid is mercury. So immediately what we have to know? Okay, specific gravity of liquid is 13.6 and I have to find out the density. How can I find the density? Specific gravity is there, that is 13.6 into 1000, that is equal to 13600. Means 13.6 you have to remember entire fluid mechanics. Okay. Now similarly, now find out the pressure P. P is equal to 13.6 into 1000 into 9.81 into 0.2 minus 900 into 9.81 into 0.08. Now by calculating this one, I am getting 25977 Newton per meter square. For suppose generally all dimensions are here centimeter. Find out this one also in centimeter. That is 2.597 Newton per centimeter square. Now this is about today's lecture. In next lecture we will see some more numericals which are most important now. Okay, thank you, take care.